My name is Lori Blatzheim. I am a writer and a blogger. And welcome to our show, Read My Thoughts. Our program is dedicated to writers and how they write. You will meet them and then watch as I interview them. This should help us understand the what, why, when, how, and where we present our writing. Next, the writer will show us examples of work he or she has done. Following that, we may show you a short film of our writer reading for a community audience. Let me introduce our featured writer. This person, the guest writer, grew up along the east coast of New Hampshire. During summer, her father and older siblings worked in town while she and her mother enjoyed staying at a camp. She swam and played on a sandy beach. At other times, she read and developed an interest in children's books. She wanted to tell stories with pictures. Her mother gave her pencils, paper, and lots of encouragement. By the age of 10, she kept a notebook of short stories. Drawing and creating art made her happy. Following high school, our guest attended Syracuse University and earned a Bachelor of Arts degree. After marriage to her husband, they moved back to New Hampshire. While living there, she worked for various state and environmental agencies as an artist and draftsman. Since then, she has illustrated 3 books and several stories for publications distributed worldwide. She has now completed her first children's book. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to April Munson.
Hi, Lori.
Hi, April. It's so nice to have you come. We really appreciate your giving us information on children's writing.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, you're welcome. I think you had sort of an interesting childhood. You had an opportunity to really start writing and looking at the things that you have written or had written and you know, as a child. So what do you think? When did you really feel like you could write?
Probably that didn't happen until much later. I just didn't question it. I just did the writing that came from the heart and did the drawings that accompanied the writing.
Now the drawings, I'm kind of wondering what comes first, the chicken or the egg, or what comes first, the drawing or the words? What do you think?
Usually the drawings, because the characters are always in the back of my consciousness, or they sometimes visit me when I'm dreaming at night, and just developing them, visiting them, and having them tell me stories, basically.
They told you stories?
Well, yeah.
That's kind of fascinating,
work
I
with
think.
them.
Wow. I see that you have a book here in front of you, and I was wondering if you could tell the audience a little bit about this book that I'm looking at.
Oh, this is the story of Old Nell and the Mock Froggy Pie. It's an autumn story where Old Nell decides that it's time to go visit the new neighbors. So she and her friends gather the courage to go down the road and actually go up to a spooky house, knock on the door, and it's basically how to overcome fear.
So that's your goal, is to help children overcome fear. I think that's a beautiful thing. You know, it's something that many children do have fear of, you know, dogs or, you know, tall buildings or where's mother and dad, that sort of thing. And I think it's lovely that you want to let people know that through a book, you know, that they should not have to worry quite so much. Can you kind of lift up the book so that we can take a look at it just briefly? Sure. Okay, I can see Old Nell and the Mock Froggy Pie. Okay, and once again, Old Nell was whom?
Old Nell is a witch.
Oh, a witch. Okay.
She's the witch.
Okay. Okay, and she's in a beautiful purple design. Show me a few more of your illustrations.
Well,
I'd like to see them. And I think that in the
Just working
future,
in
you
the
know, we're
kitchen.
going to also show the audience some of the illustrations as well. It's just we'll do that a little later. Okay, you have a blue. Oh my goodness, you're very creative. You have a blue stove.
Well, yeah.
That
Well,
is
sometimes you have to stretch the imagination a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And then,
Okay.
ooh,
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
All right. So, what can I ask you next? Let me think about this. Can I see this for
Sure.
a minute?
Help
Okay.
yourself.
Oh, why does it say proof in the back? Oh,
Because
it's the proof.
It is.
Oh, this. Okay. This is great. Oh, I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing here that I think is helpful. You have one picture with a witch in purple, and she's holding a little kitty cat.
Right.
And yeah, that's something that I think children would like a lot.
The kitty cat is instrumental in helping the group overcome their fear.
Okay, that's good. Oh, and this, what is happening here? It looks like the little cat is scratching on a door or something.
That's right. She's aware of the new neighbors. She's gone to visit them before.
Oh, okay.
And that's why she's not afraid, because
Okay.
she knows.
Okay.
She has the secret of love. And
Is there a section here that you could read for our audience so that they could hear a
Sure.
little bit of what
why
you've
don't I
got?
read the first page?
Okay, that's terrific.
Old Nell carefully sweeps around the spider webs on the front porch. She does not want to disturb their delicate design. She pauses to breathe in the cool autumn air of a day windy and sunny. Falling leaves scurry by, casting a dance pattern of shadow. Meanwhile, after a night of prowling, Here Cat returns home for breakfast. She wears a bright new flower on the back of her collar. Noticing the flower, Old Nell asks, "Is that what you found hunting last night? How pretty!" Here Cat pretends not to listen and moves to a spot out of the breeze.
Great. Now we have a little time to read some more of this.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to go to the middle maybe, or
Okay.
wherever you think would be
Let's see.
information that would be good for the audience?
Well, they decide that they're going to take a gift. Each one of them take a gift to the new neighbors.
Oh, I think that's a great idea.
Nice day for a visit, Strawman says again. Old Nell explains, "We're welcoming the new neighbors at Brinwall Manor. Would you like to come too?" Ippa, this little fella here, sees Strawman's jug of cider and Old Nell's famous mock froggy pie. "Thank you, but I'll stay here. I have nothing special to give them." "That's all right," replies Old Nell with a gappy grin. "We just want to say welcome. You don't need a present to do that."
That's very good. Thank you. Can we talk about what it's like to write for children? Would you write differently for an adult? I'm sure you probably would, but in what ways would you write differently?
Actually, it's very similar to writing for an adult. You just need to remember to keep things simple
Oh, okay.
and let things flow. And then there's heavy editing to do on the other side. This was quite an editorial process that began 25 years ago.
Oh, I didn't realize that. So you've really been working on it for quite a long time.
Well, it sat on the shelf for a good while.
Okay.
But yes, it does take a lot of learning as far as understanding book design and writing. I took more than a few classes on writing for children, and also learning about the publishing industry. So that's why this has taken so long to come into.
You also have done illustrations for, in your bio you said 3 books and several stories for publications distributed worldwide. Were those for an adult audience? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Anything you care to talk about?
Well, that's been part of the learning curve too, because knowing what to put on the page that's going to have appeal on a broader base, but is going to be unique and is going to touch the heart and spark interest. All these things kind of work together.
It's important that you have to kind of consider each of those and
Right.
what you put together.
Right.
So-
And it's a process. It's fun though. I think I spent the summer reworking the words and reworking the drawings, updating the drawings, and I haven't been happier.
Really?
It was
great.
so much fun, and that's what I hope I convey to the reader somehow.
I think it's really important for writers to consider their audience. Who's going to actually be reading this?
Right.
So that we can make it really, something that our audience would, pardon me, like to hear and see. So I want to thank you for coming. I think you're doing a terrific job on this.
Oh,
I
thank
wish you
Lori.
great luck, and I hope that people will learn some of the more about what it takes to write a book for a child. So thank you so very, very much for coming.
Thanks again. My pleasure.